so what's interesting then is that, so what you're saying is, even though people are, so the number one, what's interesting about that with Korea is not only is it the number one, the only first, interesting is that when you say material wealth, it means something very different than just the idea like, hey, I'm just out here for myself, like I'm going to do it, like choose here, I'm going to start out with a lot of money, I'm going to buy a Ferrari, that thing is not. So the key is you don't really want to be super rich, you just want to be comfortable. So just come out of the you can keep the family safe, okay. Which matters, right? Like here, which is interesting, right? Like in the US, so as we're saying, and for both of you, right? You know, it's like, okay, we're gonna put family first. Be super rich, and then I can do whatever I want, and then that kind of is maybe I'll help me or maybe help the family. And you're saying like, no, the primary thing is if I want to make money is to help the family.
샌디처드 교수님은 한국인의 독특한 관점에 대해 설명하기 시작하는데요.
So here are the four different countries. I want to point something out here about how this matters. So you said something about this. So these are the GDPs of these four countries. And 1965 and 2019, and I think 1965 in China was $69 billion US. This is all in US, right? And in 2019, about $14.2 trillion. Like look at the growth. Cheesy is amazing. Korea, by contrast, this is 1965, right after the war. Korea was a poor country, a really poor country. And $3.1 billion was the GDP in 1965, which was less than, I don't know, it was less than like Algeria, less than Ghana, right? Less than so many other countries. And look at right now, it's 1.5 trillion, which isn't a lot compared to China or the United States, but it's so much compared to where it was in 1965. I mean, the growth it's unprecedented in some ways in history. The U.S. 744 billion up to 21 trillion, obviously the largest economy in the world. And then look at Mexico. So it's right behind Korea, but it started at 22 billion versus 3.1. So let me ask the two of you, when you see this and look at like China, look at the growth between China and Korea and so on. What do you imagine? What story do you tell about their lives? Like, what story do you have? But think about this. They're coming from countries like this. What's the story you have about these people? Or these people who were like, was a poor country and suddenly now is just flooded with so much wealth?
For me, I think like technology and education is like to go from that to like, so much more wealthy. Let's say like when I think of China, I think of like technology, like they produce a lot of things and like good education, like everything like that. It seems like highly educated, so I'd say that that's the something to do with it.
Mm-hmm. And part of that is the people you meet who are certainly coming over here are rich. But yeah, how about, let me ask the two of you, like, tell me what's the story? Yo Sung, right? What's the Korea story, right? How does that play into the material well-being? Like, what do people not understand about Korea, let's say? You said something about it earlier, but could you say more?
So, I believe citizens in this class reflect poverty in their childhood, or some of them. Most of them had like their fathers work as a working capital. Who is just medium or above. The salaries and my family, my father as well has thrown himself into those
like, how much do you talk about that in Korea? How much do Koreans talk about that? All this new sudden wealth and, you know, advancement and so on. How much is that? Like, how much do you talk about the past and where Korea was and now where it is?
Don't usually talk about our wars, but when we visit our grandfather, they told us how they go and they travel, how they've enjoyed their life.
So, yeah, so are you told about it a lot?
Yes, and there's kind of cultural in there.
So it's a cultural thing. You like really think that. So seeing some kind of like in the U.S. So Danielle, like when I think about the U.S., it's like, well, when I was young, or go back a while, the U.S. has been the dominant economy in the world for a long time. So I don't even think about it. But you know, Korea went from one of the poorest countries in the world to now the 12th largest economy in the world. It's like this is a major shift in the way Koreans see things. I mean, like, oh my God, it has such a transformative power to it. Choosy, how about you? Like, how is that?
Actually, there is a joke. It's just a joke. I'd like to share. I just see this before the class. It says the first generation of Chinese, normal labor.